Cam, you have a song on your new Battle Cat album called Money.
Yeah.
Let's go into that a little bit.
It's a new Battle Cat, and the album is still unreleased, so just been leaking singles, kind of like monthly or bi-monthly. But yeah, it's a song on the album called Money. Tentatively is featuring Mitchie Slick, salute Mitchie Slick from San Diego. And yeah, the song is about just how people act funny, when it comes to money. Everybody say that, they love you or whatever, but when it comes to money, they play you cheap. And I got a line in that record that say, can be getting deep though, feelings be for keep though. Niggas say they love me, but they still play me cheap though, so that's been the story of my whole career. If I'm really a friend, and people like that is, my peers is bragging about how rich and wealthy they are. You're bragging about it. It's not like you're trying to keep it on the low. And you're bragging about how much you spend on this and spend on that. Well, how much is friendship worth? You know what I'm saying? Not that somebody is, begging you for a handout. I'm not saying that at all. But if we're in the same field, and if you reach out for me, you know what I'm saying, on some personal time, and tell me how much you love me, and especially if you're dealing with something serious and personal. In this particular case, my bro Snoop, I always loved Snoop, just like Cube and many others, But this particular instance, since it's, Nipsey's birth anniversary, rest in peace, Nip. The song "One Blood, One Cuzz," that came from, Snoop reaching out to me, and of course, being distraught, we was all heartbroken, but especially Snoop, because his relationship with Nip, and a lot of and him just being busy and a businessman, and people coming to him for this and coming to him for that. So when it came to this Nip record, this dedication record, he was telling me that I wanted to do something, but to honor him, but my brain is clouded, and I'm just messed up, and business-wise, trying to juggle this and juggle that. So, he called me, reached out for me, and of course I'm there when people, call me, because they only call me most of the time, well, all of the time when, they need me for something, not necessarily when, they know I need something. So, we talked about it, talked about what he wanted to do for Nip in terms of doing a song, a dedication song, a record, or something heartfelt. And he's like, I know you the one to do it, Cam. You know what I'm saying? That's your lane or whatever. This and that. I was like, well, just kind of give me some of the little bullet points of what you want to. Like, I mean, just what you do. Do what you do, Cam. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, well, So we talked maybe about 20, 30 minutes or something like that, just on personal time. Like, talk about other mega rappers and how they more Hollywood, or they more like playing a role or character or whatever, when it comes to real life. But how, me and Snoop is more street, like, street dude, real regular dudes. Like, we don't even realize that we celebrities or whatever, at least towards each other. And, I love you, I love you, like, cause I'll never ask you for nothing, you don't never ask me for nothing, like, so we keep it like that. But this particular thing, like, it's all good, it's all love for sure, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that kind of relationship with Nip, you know what I'm saying? I might have, crossed paths with him once or twice, but I reached out for him through Spider-Lo. So shout out Spider-Lo. Maybe a week or so, maybe 3 or 4 days before he died, because I was trying to get Nip on my project. So, and then that happened right after that. And that was ironic or coincidental or whatever. But so me and Snoop, we talking just on some personal stuff, homie love, business and whatever. So, I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? Just send me the beat. I think Battle Cat, I don't know if he already sent Battle Cat the beat or whatnot. So once he sent it to me, then, I just got busy doing it, you know what I'm saying? And this is just on some love, like, mind you, whatever you need, Cam, you know what I'm saying? I'm there for you, such and such, so and so. I got a care package for you also, you know what I'm saying? I mean, say less. Me knowing, his global impact and knowing what the cause and the purpose of this was, which was to show honor to Nip, which is LA, which is rap, which is, so that's a no-brainer. So I already knew what to do. You just got to tell me, like Tom Cruise or Mission Impossible 007, or just tell me what to say less. I know what to do. So wound up doing it. A few days later, email him the guide vocals, because I got on my cell phone and said the song and how the flow go and how the cadence go and all of that. Sent it, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, it's fire, cool. So once I got back to LA, because I was out of town, got back to LA, pulled up on him. He was in the studio, come and pull up on me. I got something for you. Pulled up on him and he played his voice over, how he did it to my guide vocals or whatever. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That's Snoop, sound like Snoop, because when you write, you got to channel Snoop in a way that these people really talk anyway, the way they rap anyway. So I wasn't trying to sound like me, even though the content probably was more spiritually potent, like something I would say, but the flow was me channeling Snoop a little bit more. So he pushed play. I'm saying, listen to the vocals, you know what I'm saying, because he asked me like, it's cool, because just out of respect, because he's so used to dealing with Dre, and Dre gonna tell you to do it 1,000 times. So I'm like, nah, that's you. That's you. Like, first take Jake, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times you did it, but you push and play on me right now. It sound fire. It's what we heard, the version that we heard. That's it. It was a couple of little words that really, I said something else, but I didn't even want to trouble him with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't, but if that's what it meant to you, then I just left it alone. So he was like, man, yeah, that's hard. So chilling for a little while, for a few more minutes, and he handed me an envelope, right? Look at the envelope, be like, it's more where that came from. I was like, man, I love, say less, you know what I'm saying? So I put it in my pocket, we continue just kicking it, vibing, you know what I'm saying? Talking about other stuff. So, when I finally leave, I leave and he's doing what he got to do or whatever. So whenever I get to my destination, of course, I'm gonna go reach in the pocket and look at look in the envelope and see what the love offering was. Because mind you, we never said no price. He never said no price. I know you Snoop, you know what I'm saying? So, multi, you know what I'm saying, millionaire. So I ain't even tripping on it. So I'm like, but I was kind of curious, like, okay, what am I worth to you? What am I worth to you? What was I worth to him? Especially under this context, under these circumstances with Nip and just the importance and the heartfelt, you know what I'm saying, in the conversation we had. So I was curious myself, like, oh man, So when I seen that, I was just like.
So how much was it again?
It was 5 G's.
5,000.
5 G's. So I know how much he spend on blunts every day. I know how much he spend, you know what I'm saying?
But he said that there's more where that came from, though.
Yeah, even if it was more where that came from, that initial demo was already insulting. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you have to, and y'all can, tell me if I'm tripping. Like my first, when I was unknown, when I was with Q, my first record that I did on my own, which was every single weekend for the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. Unknown. I think I got 25,000. 25,000. That was back in 1991 or 90 or 91 as a nobody.
Oh, okay. So
now I'm Kam
in 2019.
In 2019,
okay,
writing for Snoop a whole song, not a verse or a hook, a whole song, whole concept, laid it out, you know what I'm saying? 5 G's.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, man.
What's the name of that song?
The name of the song is One Blood, One Cuzz. And shout out, rest in peace, Ecstasy. Shout out Jaleel Houdini. It's a flip of Houdini, One Love.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that, like I said, can be getting deep though. Feelings be poquito. Niggas say they love me, but they still play me cheap though. For the money. You know what I'm saying? So, that's, people will let you know what they really think of you. They'll trick on females, they'll trick on, alcohol, weed, jewelry, whatever, but when it's something supposed to be real serious and heartfelt, you know what I'm saying, that's what you're worth to them. Yeah.
I think it's unfortunate because there's so many stories or maybe rumors that I've heard, and I'm not in the industry, of course, of where you'll hear Snoop or other people from the Suge Knight Death Row camp saying how they were played when it came to money.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think that that would be repeated by Snoop.
I mean, well, it's not just Snoop, it's Q, it's Dre, you know, artists have that same complaint. You know, Easy, they had that same complaint, you know, because that's what Cube allegedly left Easy for, and Jerry Heller. So, you know, if you complaining, are you feeling like that justifies you to do the next person the same way, or should that inspire you to not do the person the same way? You know, me personally, I've never been on that level. You know, I never made it to that level of money or whatever. But I made sure whoever did something with me got paid, you know, damn it, more than I got paid. And before I got paid, I made sure that they was happy. Because I'm a soldier. So if you're really a soldier, you really, you know, from these you know, brotherhood type streets, whether it's gang, whether it's whatever, you know to make sure your soldiers is happy. Because they the muscle like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't play the soldiers cheap.
Yeah, I think you raised a really valid point when you said you didn't even feel the need to look into the envelope when you were there with him.
Right.
Because he's a multimillionaire, and he said there's more where that came from. And
you reached out to me. So this had nothing to do with me. So why reach out to me and compliment me or whatever just to insult me? Just leave me alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you know you playing me cheap, or you know, if you feel like, you know, well, if you wanted more, you should speak up. Like, this wasn't a negotiation. This was a brotherhood. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so, I like where you said it lets you know how they value how they value
what your value is. You know what I'm saying? In dollars and cents, because everybody can act like it ain't about dollars and cents, but you know, it's all about dollars and cents. It's all about business, right?
Right.
So in 2019, Cam is only worth 5 G's for that.
For a whole song.
For a whole song of that magnitude, for that purpose.
And that was major.
Right. And then, you know, after that, I ran into some financial issues because I was about to lose my house that I had in Arizona. And so I was just trying to sell it. So I had reached back out to Snoop, like, you know, I need to borrow like 15 G, which is still just weed money. You know what I'm saying? So when I sell my house, then I run it right back to you. Never heard back from him. I ain't hear back from him in years. Same way Cube did, like, you know what I'm saying, whenever, you know, you start talking about money, like, oh, I thought you said, you know, you got me whenever I need something. You know what I'm saying? So I always do the demo first. It's not no extortion. It's not no, you owe me. It's like, I'm just calling you on your word. I needed help. I got a family. Literally about to lose my house. So I had to borrow money from my homegirl, my SA homegirl named, you know what I'm saying, borrowed, I think, 10 G's from her, paid her back 15, right? I gave her 5 more G's and she was a stranger. But my homie that, you know, my rich homies that I'm giving, you know, doing whatever they ask me, you know, they know where to be found. So, campaign trail.
Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. That's another exhibit, a record, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you got too many stories. Let's stick to this one right here, though.
Yeah.
So, is Nip's birthday. Rest in peace, rest in paradise. But this was a very, very interesting story. So all you needed was 15 G's.
Yeah, all I needed was 15 G's, and and I'm not known to ask nobody for nothing, especially not money, or unless I done already did some work for it, and then I got to ask you, which I shouldn't have to do that either. But
so how did he respond when you asked him? What did he say?
He didn't say nothing because he didn't respond. He never responded for years. I never seen him for about 3 or 4 years after that. So I just, you know, once a person show you that they're not messing with you, they put they needed out of you, and they won't even answer your calls or respond to your text messages or emails, then all right, leave it alone. So eventually I'm gonna speak on it, you know what I'm saying? So you give them time, like years, this is years, like, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the grace of God, I could have been dead. I didn't have health issues since then, you know, family members done passed away since then. So maybe they just hoping that I pass away, you know what I'm saying? So they don't have to worry about me saying nothing or whatever, but I ain't passed away. So I'm here speaking on it. So it's on y'all. Like, you know, I was never able to rely on none of these peers anyway, so why would I not speak on it now in the age of YouTube when I can actually get paid telling the truth, which is not dissing, but telling how I got dissed for my whole career?
Yeah.
Why not? It's a
Because-
no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Because you often hear the stories of how they were played when they were under death row and how Easy and
Suge.
yeah, you hear about how they were played and then how Master P had to take them from that situation to actually get, you know, paid more than he was actually ever being paid. The name of that song again?
It's money.
And that line in that song.
Can be getting deep though. Feelings be bequito. Niggas say they love me, but they still play me cheap though. For the money, 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 money. Campaign trail. Rest in peace, Nip.